Oi. Flat Earth British, Martin Liedtke speaking. Flat thumbs, double flat thumbs to infinity twice, make it thrice, forever and ever. How are you all doing, guys? Are you feeling fantastic or epic? Sat at home? Well, you will do after all of this. Guys, you got a fantastic weekend coming and a fantastic show for today. Definite drop the microphone moment for Flat Earth British, think tankage. And this weekend, I can't even think about it. Because basically it just blows me away to think about it. So we won't touch upon that in this post because it'll be way too much of an overload. It's like, a lot to think about. Okay, guys, but I can assure you, come back on Saturday because we have a massive decode, okay, that's going to make a fuckload of sense to you all, especially with everything that's been going on right now. And it's all good. Okay, guys? Now, you need to not have fear. I'm sensing fear. Stop believing dialectics and rumors of war. These things and everything else that they're doing. Yeah, it's new scary. This shit is just media hype bullshit. We all know this, guys. You open the window, the birds are tweeting, okay? This is just manufactured nonsense, and they're ramping up. And you all know what's going on in Oz. And in Oz, my heart bleeds for these people, whether I'm to go through the messages that are coming through. Just a fucking nightmare. No, that's just a test ground, isn't it? For big Little Britain, If it goes down there, they'll just be rolling it out everywhere fucking else. It's an extreme version of some sort of crazy Marxism fucking on toast. Okay, guys? Now, we all know this is not a good thing. But people are thinking, fear thoughts. That's bullshit. Don't fear, okay? Have faith, okay? And trust in the Most High. Listen, you've got to be ready to receive the message that is coming. And then all will be clear. All of us need to be a little bit more patient, okay, guys? And just don't fear. Because fear is bullshit. Fear is them, okay? Trust me on this, don't fear, okay? We got this, okay? The truth has got this, you know it. So with Extra Fantasticness, I'm going to give you all the information and the ticket sales and everything for the upcoming. This is fantastic. I'm just so busy about all of it, including the content of this post now. This like drop mad post. This is just going to be great. Okay, I can't wait. And all of it that is coming. Now, we've been organising, as you know, a Flat Earth British conference. And we've got an absolutely outstanding panel of presenters. We got munchies, we got a dirt cheap, and we got it in Birmingham in about 2 weeks. But the tickets are selling like hotcakes. So get your skates on or you're going to fucking miss the juicy. It's going to be too fantastic to miss, guys, okay? So if you want to come and hang out with yours truly and all the other people, okay? This is going to be like a big family gathering, okay? Only relatives you actually like. It's true, though. It'll be like a gathering of the tribe. Okay, it'll be very, very emotional, I'm sure, for everyone involved. We all know it. It's going to be fantastic. So I'll give you all the info on that in the beginning of this post. Then I'm going to give you some thoughts between myself and our random thoughts that we have all the time between myself and the Flat Earth British subscriber channel, who is over here in the chat feed right now. You may say hi to it. I'm sure he'll wait back. Loves you all. And we've been thinking about this subject that we're going to talk about now. This is the culmination of 3 years of thinking until Lee managed to find an image to sort of give us the penny drop moment that when you see it, you can't unsee it. And I'll give you a load of examples just to drive this home. Okay, guys, if you don't know what I'm talking about, well, look at the title for this. Okay, Noah's Ark, is it found? Is it scuttled? Okay, if you follow Flat Earth British, you're going to be aware of Beaver maketh dams. Yeah, similar moment in Flat Earth British concerning this technology for beating the wave. Okay, guys. So we've been talking about this, and this is basically where we got to. It took us 3 years to be able to find an image suitable to be able to explain to you all. So here we are at that moment. Plenty of things work out. So let's give all of you a big shout out. There is my epic brother. I want to thank him for a lot of stuff, guys. You'd be very, very fucking surprised. I just thought to myself earlier, getting blown away by all of it and thinking, wow, if the actual the whole world, the outside world knew what we're about to unveil, and the weekends and everything. Just put all of this, vaxy bullshit that's going on into a new perspective. Okay, guys, we know. We know a lot more. Is what we're going to know. Okay, which is a real big deal in a place full of lies and deceit, don't you think? So yeah, see Coopage, good to see you. So yeah, I'm looking forward to meeting a lot of the gang that are going to be showing up. You get plenty of warning, so take days off work if you need to. Just tell them, like, I stubbed my toe on the bed last night, pilling all night. That one was quite good. The usual shits I don't think washes it in this day and age with grabbing a day off for the Queen. You could try it. Son of Overlook, good to see you, my friend. So yeah, guys, you just need to have faith. I have, and I haven't felt any fear or anything in like forever, really. Vertic. Just trying to think for a moment. Squirrel. The best thing about war or battle is, guys, is to pretend you're already fucking dead in this place. Okay? They're out to get you. People just like, in my realm, is completely different to everyone else's. I'd be fighting survivors and stay fucking one. Everyone else is just sits there and just lives their lives. And nothing seems to fucking happen. But it does make for a different sort of exciting, adventurous sort of life. I can assure you of that. I sit there thinking about the things I've done, and I like cackle, like I laugh to myself, thinking, if I can let her. Yeah, man. Asian, Cezanne, good to see you, lovely. Evening to you too. Carla, sweetness. Okay. Yeah, don't worry too much about trollage and all of that. Okay, we got that as well. Okay, we got it all covered. It's coming in thick and fast. I've had half a dozen copyrights. I got 2 channels down. The Tatarian channel is actually back up next week. I can do live events on it, apparently. But for the exact same offence, same video, that was shown on the Martin Liedtke think tank channel, that's off for 2 months. Doesn't actually make a lot of sense, that, does it? And basically, they're just pulling out of their ass now from fucking years ago and saying, you did something wrong. This owns Warner Brothers own this. Facebook doing exactly the fucking same. So, like, all of this is just started since I threw a convention, a conference. Oh, it's such fun. Bertit, my brother. Squizzle Snipers in the house. Mel was in here earlier. Blue Sky. Anonymous. Cappadocious. Darren Goodwin. See you. Nice name. It's good. It's good and you win. I like that. Darren Goodwin. Flat thumbs. New normal. Fucking stick there, new normal. Where the fucking sun don't shine, my old China. We ain't fucking playing any of their fucking little catchphrases or their words or any of it. Okay? Fucking dead meat if you fucking play their game, I tell you that now. You are anyway if you do, but you don't. But what it's what you're gonna make of your time for the people you leave behind, is the important thing, guys. You're gonna leave them in a septic cesspit with evil and corruption for them just be eaten alive by fucking bastards, cause and stand up. You'd be men and women that I know you are, warriors or rebels. You're always a rebel, aren't you? You was a rebel when you were young, yeah? You've probably been trying to suppress your rebelness, haven't you? Been this around until now. Yeah, you're feeling it now, aren't you? Turn that passion around, okay? No, turn that anger into passion, is what I should say. I don't know, anger is a good thing, guys, but it's giving them that energy, I feel. So you need to, like, don't get angry, get even. Or not even, because even when we draw, we better. I am human. I seen you in that chat feed the other day. I was popular. Seems I'm really popular in some of the biggest Christian truth channels in America. Who knew? Hannah Dummy. Hangina. Goran, good to see you, my friend. Esco. My face. My face. That's the face of epic non-giving fuckness, guys. Cardiff rocks, yeah. Cardiff's all right, Neil. You can have a good night up here. That's one good thing about it. It's not a nice place to live, but if you're going to visit it, fabulous. I am human. Happy hats, yes. Let's have happy hats. And midweek, flat a day, or whatever equivalent of that would be on this day, whatever the day it is actually is. Think of yourself, hello, you new subscriber. Yeah, I get about 1,500 new subscribers every month. Think about that, guys. Yet my views say exactly the same as they did, say, 18 months ago with like 30,000 less subscribers. Does that actually make any sense? 1,500 new subscribers a month, high all, but no more views, same as ever. I smell funniness going on in the YouTube. Yeah, it's dead anyway, YouTube. That's where everyone's bouncing. Hello, a whole Bonner. See you. Son of a Prime Minister of Finland. Dip, 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 dop, dop, dop. I never done it. I never touched it. Blue Sky Denise. I never sold her any cookies, and there was nothing in them. Esoteric. How many channels? I can't fucking say all of that. How do you anyway, my brother? Dave Knuckleage. Okay, we're going to move on. Dave Jones. David Jones is in the house. Dean James is in the house. Okay, Jolly Man, popular. Okay, let's move on. Now, if you are looking forward to an epic Flat Earth British meet, I do appreciate its awesome auto Campbell didactic in the chat and glyphage as well. It's also an awesome image. Okay, Manny as well. Squire, good to see you. Square. Okay, Doom. Bot 9000. Can you name and Taffy? I'm taking a Taffy's Welsh with a name like a Taffy. I'm a Taffy, by the way. That means I'm from Wales land. So borrowed that if you're from Wales, okay? We absolutely love Wales on Flat Earth Britishness because, like, basically I'm fucking Welsh, innit? Epic. So it is actually epic to be Welsh. It's the most down-to-earth thing you can imagine is being Welsh. Yeah. We don't do all that, you know, all that bum fluffery. We don't really like it in Wales. We just don't get it, you know? We don't know what it's all about. Hold these two sheep while I count them. Whose coat is that jacket? Get off of my mountain. Hold my sheep. No, not you. Jacob Long. So that's Welshness anyway. Okay, they're not all hillbillies in Wales. I just wanted to let you know. We are city folk here as well. Okay. We have cultured ways. We have museums. Anyway, man's laughing at himself again. So anyway, tickets and usage. Check this out, okay, guys. 500 of you just turned up, like out of the blue, as per usual. Okay, check out the epicness of this chat feed. Your auto Campbell didactic there. Look. Learning to Fly. I love that song. And On a Plane, and Retro, and I gotta sit on all this information for 3 days on my fucking Brian. Still gives me enough time to process it. Get ready for your Brian's. Holy shit. The things we do. Out of the blue, Lee. Out of the blue. Now, I'm going to share screen only for 5 minutes or so. Okay, guys, stick around. There's plenty of usage. This will be a shorter vlog than usual because I got to get on with Flat Day stuff. Okay, guys. But there'll be loads of usage. We may have a little giggle along the way. Nothing, I was going to say nothing rude, but that would probably be a lie. A little bit rude, maybe. And stuff. Okay, maybe the object falling off or something. We'll see how it goes anyway, guys. I can't even remember. Okay, somebody accused me in my chat feed to say, "Oh yeah, I've seen this before. The early signs of senile dementia." No, I just get stoned. Stop being weird. So, anyway, so we sorted the ticket site out, guys. We've managed to shit all a miracle, get all this together for you. We're really excited. I am. Been absolutely buzzing about it all. We've actually got a fantastic little show lined up. Yeah, this is advertised as being a mother of all truth and meat, and I tell you why. Because it fucking will be. Do you know why? Because I'm going to be there, and I love to have a good time. Okay, so there it is. Let's have a little check. I don't want to play any music because basically YouTube Nazis copyright my ass like there's no tomorrow, and like even if I play something that belongs to me, they will say it doesn't. They're like not very nice or anything. So yeah, Martin Liedtke, Flat Earth British community. So that's you guys. Okay, I assure you, I'm going to get as many people to cover this as possible. Anyone who's got the camera out and stuff. Okay, and I will try and grab it from them. I'm going to go live for as much as possible. I'm sure. The other presenters, Paul Cook, will grab what he can, Jadeth, and everybody else, hopefully, will record theirs. So, you know, all of this, you know, I'm going to try and cover the entire, what will be 12 hours or so of fantasticness. We've had to cram it all in. We had the itinerary marked up of who's going where. That will be published by the weekend, so you'll all know. Okay, guys? So it's Dave Murphy, allegedly Dave. I've done a couple of conventions with Dave. He's an awesome brother, okay? And plus, he's like literally royalty in truth in the flat earth. Yeah, this is the guy who was on television early in the days, flat smacking Macedonian television. He's been in the movie Level, and you know, just he's one of our voices to speak for the flat earth. Paul Cook, just been on the scene a little while, but fucking smashing it on the old mud flood ditch. So Paul, going to be checking him out and all his mud floodness. Okay, so that's going to be fantastic as well. Good to see you, Adam Cook. Nice one, brother. Good to see you all. Thanks for popping by, so many of you. Whatever fucking night this is. Future of the past. She's absolutely fabulous. She's going to just be like a little ray of sunshine coming through the place. You can see that. So that's going to be a lovely blessing to us all. Not a blessing, that's a bad word. A jolly nice thing for us all. There you are. And also didactic. Okay, we're going to try and grab him on a Skype call, put it through the big screen. That's going to be the attempt. And we're going to try and grab UAP because he's an actual physicist. Okay, that's going to be fab. Check these fucking adverts out that she does. They're absolutely fabulous. Anyway, so thanks to India for knocking all of this up. Shitting miracles, as always, and getting this all together for the Flat Earth British community. We really do appreciate it. We really, really do. It's like, this will be like, you know, one of the best moments of my life so far. There's no doubt about it. When I meet all you guys and I'm standing there. No doubt about it. No doubt about it whatsoever. So yeah, and we have more speakers. That's the old advert. So we have literally DJ Mark Devlin. He's in the newer advert. Okay. So we're opening the doors a little bit earlier, about 11:30, so you can get in, okay, guys. And then it's up till midnight. So we're gonna have a disco. We're laying on food. So it'll be a nice big buffet as well. Okay, that's been sorted today. So it's munchies and everything, 25 sobs, guys. Okay. So nobody's getting fucking rich on this, but I tell you one thing, we don't give a fuck. We want it cheap and affordable and something for the gang. It's nothing to do with money, it's to do with the meat. And getting in nice food, nice surroundings and everything going on. Does that sound like it makes sense? Fucking A, it does. So there you are. Holistic media, the great, basically, the Holy Grail of Great Reset, which is my latest book, which I'll be talking a little bit about and doing some mud flood in my time available. Okay, so wow, look at this. The mother of all meatheads. Make way for the epic mud luge of truthers heading for Birmingham for the four corners of the Limbo realm. Oh, you got away with words, India. Who else does the towering antiquity giants and musical truth meet NASA Phoenicians at the Flatearthbritish conference? Where else? Only one man. Pat Elf? No, I don't think that's my. No, I think I'm full elf. I think I'm all elfy bits. Could pull this off in such short notice during the end of the day simulation. Yes. Don't worry about all that. We're actually on this. Okay. Perfect timing. But I do feel, because of these factors, that this will make this a very important meeting point. I do. The Legend of the Fasces decodes, and there they are. What an epic, buzzy fucking lineup. I'm literally buzzing. So yeah, there's a little link here, guys, you can find in the show notes below. Where you can basically purchase your tickets. Okay, check everything out for Flat Earth British. And I think that's the newer advert there. That was posted on Holistic, lovely YouTube channel. So obviously that's going nowhere and it's going to land back in the sea shortly. Obviously hit the dome and that would be like stupid. But the rocket is off. Juice is on, juices are flowing, everybody wants a party, okay? So that's the score. You in for that? Fucking know it, okay? So yeah, basically leave all of your shyness at the door, because when you get in there, you're going to have a sort of, oh, I just got home sort of feeling to it all, okay? John Levy won't be able to make the video call because he is too sleepy, too tired with it all, I guess. So, onward. So, ticket info, and there's a nice little menu sorting it out for you vegans amongst you. Okay, so there's like nice buffet, all the usuals. There's a bit of pig in a roll, okay, which I won't be eating. But the other stuff is really nice. Onion badges and samosas and stuff, because it's like, we love all of that. Okay, So that's what we're going to have, and there's going to be laying some vegan stuff on as well. So yeah, people have been saying, where's my receipt when they buy a ticket? Well, thank you for being part of this journey, historical journey, because it's the first flat earth mud flood convention or conference in history. Okay, so you want to be part of history and something important, don't you? And your payment acknowledgement is your virtual ticket. The account holder, user payment ticket. And that name will delegate on the guest list. So basically, when you come to the door, and then if you're not quick enough, this is what's going to happen and what's going to be posted, and we'll be very sorry. Okay. Now, usage. Now, we've been thinking about this for a few years, right? Me and Lee Flatearthbritish said, okay, because we basically do like really cryptic, strange emails we have been doing for some years, okay, concerning water tech. There he is, Lee, as you may see. Okay, me a couple 3 years ago or whatever. Lee, the beaver maketh dams, and we found the technology behind star forts and indeed pyramids. The step technology was copied by the lovely, humble little beaver. God, look at me when I was loads older, and they invented them for flood control, and the technology of the beaver is indeed the technology of the steps, because they would break a wave as it was coming in from a deluge, and we gave evidences for places that have just collapsed under a great wave, some of these places, what they could have been, and the fact that if you Google, it's like, you know, something of 30 billion, I don't know, 30,000, just crazy amounts of hits for underwater pyramids. So the pyramids are still down there. So we proposed that they stood in there, and then we went a bit further on the thoughts of this idea, and we thought about, well, are these acts, because there are some bas reliefs showing Noah actually going into a pyramid, not a conventional wooden act. Plus, the Bible doesn't state anything about it being an actual wooden like boat. It says a vessel, and then later on it says that it's a boat. But originally, it could have been thought of as a vessel. A vessel could be a box. There's that said bas relief that I was explaining to you. This is supposed to be from antiquity. It shows a portal, a serpent pouring through, but everybody is piling into the real ark, which we thought was a pyramid. Okay, and there's a few of these bas reliefs. The pyramid, the ark itself, okay, not actually being a boat per se, but more a house or a building or a large building. And then we went a bit further and we thought, oh my God, the Mappamundi is the shape of a building. The entire place that is showing us on the Mappamundi is inside the ark. So it was a bit of a like, oh my God, holy fuck moment for us all. Are we all in basically a life raft, upside down possibly? Okay, so this was the idea. So we've been juggling with star thoughts as well, okay, because the technology of the triangle that all of them exhibit, fractal geometry, if a wave form coming, it would indeed smash up the wave and it would be able to deal with it. How does anyone live in these pyramids or these bunkers underneath? Well, we thought that they might have used the same technology the submarines use today, and that is taking oxygen out of liquid, okay, which they can indeed do. And there's evidence in the pyramid that some sort of technology was used to extract oxygen, and they could have been breathing it. Now, moving on. So, beaver makeup dams got us on this school of thought. And then Lee came up with this yesterday and says to me, do you think it's hiding that much in plain sight that they would do that, man? I'm like, fuck me. I think it might be, you know. So not only is Venice looking like a big boat, it's a star-thoughted bit at the end, but it looks exactly like a ship's bows. It has a forecastle, or what we regard in the merch as a forecastle, which is also folks cell. So the forecastle, you have the stern, you have the bridge, you have the occupation block, and you have literally what looks like the bows. So what we was thinking was this. Now, you know how we think about water and wickedness, guys, and this place was drained after an apocalyptic flood, Noah's flood. Okay? So, did they drain all of the land and scuttle the ships and leave them on the land connected? Okay? Is this why they're called townships? Is this why we're living as citizen ships, citizen ships? Is this what warships are? Do they sail these ships that look, these churches, these church machines, when I show you, they all exhibit the same quality. They look like fucking ships, guys. Okay, now they also could represent submarines. We have to be thinking about this underwater world. I'll show you examples of, and I talked about my last blog post. Okay, guys. Now, also we thought about the lookout towers, or what they call observation towers, that you also see on starforts. These things, sure. Now, if this isn't a ship, I don't know what it is. It's got the bows. It's got the, you know, where the cargo goes. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Yeah, that's right. Hold fast, guys. The hold. And the occupation block. Everything, even the bridge. So this is a ship. This is a ship. So we got to thinking about these. We thought about for a long time. We thought that they were some sort of, you know, not like a guy freezing his nuts off on the castellations, watching out for an enemy coming at sea. What they've been repurposed for. We mean the original after the flood. Okay, and they exhibit a lot of them antiquity. We thought they may be like some sort of force field technology. Wouldn't it make more sense if this was an observation post, as in a manual steering post for an ark or a boat or even a sun, to navigate yourself through waters that are receding? You've got to think, after an apocalyptic flood, I bet there's a lot of shit floating around on top, wouldn't you think, from an entire civilization? I would think so. And I think as the waters receded, you would need to basically navigate through them. You would need, and who even knows what the weather is, fog, whatever, and you would need these as well, observation posts all the way around, to be able to steer this ship into harbour. And look, been birthed. This end has been birthed into it. So yeah, we got a load of examples. Let me just show you now. So what I want you to imagine, this is a modern day ship. You got like basically a gangway going up to it. Okay, so we're trying to imagine this, and I'll show you this in other examples in a minute. So there is it. Yeah, is it Venice? This part of Venice, is this what the mystery is, what the big deal is with the Venetians, all of the home of all of this, you know, problem, the Vatican, everything else, all in the Inquisition, but the Vatican is Rome, obviously, but, you know, all of the hub of trouble, is what I'm saying, comes from this place. And you can see a starfort here, guys, okay, but it's got like, you know, this is supposed to be Archimedes, you know, it's Syracuse, which is supposed to be in Sicily. I've been there, doing the first direct energy weapon, taking out an enemy ship. But, you know, that fort itself actually looks like it could be actually in water. I don't see any land anywhere in this picture. Just see this fort thing in water. Starfort. And what's that even doing in that era? Anyway, it's not supposed to have starforts in that far off place in antiquity. I'm just saying. Let's move on the other way. So, this one also is in Russia. We thought about this one a few times because it was a mind-blowing image, because it's got one of these crazy Indian stupas in it. Yeah, it's in like, you know, Russian city. But this one stinks of being a ship, and there's a gangway going up to it. It's even got like this big, you know, accommodation pot. You know, it's going to be self-energizing, and, you know, even the mast. It's got the bows. And they're all on water. And remember, guys, starforts are all, this is the key here, they are all on water, okay? They're all on rivers. Water is an essential part of them. A lot of them are on meanders or in islands in seaways. Are they not? Just like ships going in the dock. Just like that. Just like that. So, onwards. So this is the idea, is this thing here is a tiny little hole in this one. Would that really be, you know, used for a guy to spy out, or could this be some sort of port light or starboard light even? And these are bakers, because they do really look like ship spars, and they would handle a little bit of a wave, I'm thinking. Again, here they are. You see them on most starforts. This thing is definitely taken some water damage, there's no doubt about that. And this one, this starfort from I-703, I don't know what's going on with it exactly. It's British. It's got a building in the middle. Hard to even say, but it looks like a bit antique. Is that really mud all around, or is that thing at sea? It looks like it might be at sea to me. And you get a lot of star forts out at sea, don't you? And look at the castellations of these observation towers. Special little sort of tops to them, aren't there? Windows, and again, just like all of it, just screams part of the ship's mechanism. All of it, it really does. There's another one. Star fort, observation tower, all smashed by water. Oh, it looks like a face. But look at underneath the colour of the brick. And to scuttle them, they drain the land. And how do you get that star fort on top of that hill? Well, we just scuttled it when the waters were receding. Oh, right, that makes sense. Because this one looks 100% like a ship, At the bows, break a wave, circular, break a wave on the foredeck, for the bridge observation post where everyone would stay. We always said, guys, there was more than one ark. Here's an old one, Kronst, okay, or Kronschlaus is star fort, but it's not in land, is it? This one is at sea. Like, you're going to get a lot of them, like this one, and this one, and this one, and this one, and this one. In fact, all of them. Like that one's in an island, right on the waterway, on a peninsula, in the water. I'm not sure about. But it just goes to show that they are all connected with water. That is an absolutely beautiful shot. It's my picture from behind me. And this is what we're thinking. After the flood, these, all of them, including the church machines, because I couldn't help but notice with this old picture of what is supposed to be St. Paul's Cathedral is, firstly, where is London? Secondly, okay, there's another clock in St. Paul's at this period. Oh dear. And not only that, there's less stairs, but what about this all the way around it? It makes it look like it's literally a ship. Literally a ship. There's the accommodation block, 4 castles, even what looks like a stern, even the bows at the end. The whole thing looks like a ship. They all do, guys. And these star forts, they're all really high up to get to the door. They say these were moated, but they got these later arrivals, and I guess these gangways going over to what could be the side of, like, what is a super tanker in the modern day equivalent. Food for thought. Let me show you more examples of what I'm trying to say. Of citizen Zen ships. All of them exhibit 4 angels, like nearly all of them, overwhelmingly. If you know about 4 angels tech, it's the same technology as this place where we live, okay? 4 electromagnetic vortices that drive the luminaries or the sun and moon around our plane. So they all got that technology going on, but again, just like a ship. Make Tartaria great again. And then they rest them on land. And I'll give you a few evidences from alchemy and this alchemical sort of Phoenician art, where they sort of show you that is what seems to be going on. Is they get the water off the land, they reposition their buildings, drain the land, and voila, they're there. City ships, citizen ships, just like this one. Did they build it there, or did the waters recede and then it's just left on dry land around? So overwhelming how many castles are on water. Is it really a defensive measure? Because this is not a place for battle. This is a place for residence, or tech, or something. Oh, the weight's probably so people couldn't hear them screaming. But it's got the star forts going on about it there, look. And there. Nice picture. And this one again, bridge going up out into water. No mistaking, it looks, even though it looks gothic, it definitely looks ship-like. Even this bit, definitely looks ship-like. Smaller ship. So that's a beautiful picture as well. And these things, right, we see them all over antiquity. I'll show them now. They're usually carried. You get an Abranxis type of thing, firing flames off the Antiquitech to show you that this thing's active. And, these weather vanes are obviously not weather vanes because they're facing different ways, aren't they? So it's something to do with, like, to me, it sort of screams that this thing is something to do with the water, aquatic. And these things are like half buried. This is the top of the building in Russia. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but that looks like an observation post for the tech and everything from this world that they stole. You know, the Russian people are nothing more than, you know, at this period, you know, like peasants. And they've got, like, you know, all the peasant uniform on that given to them by Stalin or whoever at that time, Lenin. And but yeah, the quality of their world, look at it. That's just the railings. But like dust, path, mud. But again, exhibiting shippiness. Again, this one is a Star Force. Show you the anchor and what looks like sort of buildings. But again, Star Force that looks like it's being towed out or is at sea. Maybe this is a badge delivering a Star Force. Maybe this is delivering the town to go with it. There is a ship in the background, but that's, you know, maybe a tiny little island or something, but still, the Star Force is in a box. Also this, I looked at it straight away and I thought, oh shit, that too. And not only this, guys, wait till you see all of the great expositions. You're going to be mind-blowing when you see them. They're going to be, oh, it's a ship. It's a ship. This is a ship, guys. This is a ship. Look, there's the you know, the observation deck, the bridge, and, you know, the hold where all of the people are inside. We even got these nice, you know, little tiny observation posts, which this isn't even a Star for, but it's still got them. So this is a crazy modern day-ish art piece, but I was wondering what the guy was envisioning, because he's got an antiquity device which looks like a rocket, a tower coming down, an antiquity device in the background, obviously the utilitarian airships, people flying around as angels, which we'll have a little look in a minute for evidences as well. It's mud flooded, trees are all dead because nothing grows, there's pigs, and there's a big wall, you know, to stop them going in this thing. Again, with the water everywhere. It looks tropical. But one of those little observation things there as well. So is this what it looked like? You know, obviously this was all, I'm saying because of that mud line there, the water was all the way up to there, you know? And then the water receded, and it's like, oh, it's on an island where it's settled, where it's scuttled. Where it's scuttled. That's not a ship. It's on a Star Force, guys. There's another one of those observation posts. That even looks like something submarine, guys. Yeah, and this thing, yeah, this is explaining the fact, guys. This is explaining the flying buttress, why these things are out of place and where the fuck they come from. You turn this thing upside down, the roofs of all cathedrals and churches become keels and hulls of ships, and they would sail. Yeah. Not a ship, a cathedral's not a ship. What's that then? It looks exactly like a ship to me, guys. Like exactly like a ship. Again, look what's hidden down here in the mud. The top of what you get on a Star Force, guys. One of those little observation things. That looks like a bigger version, but check that. Just seeing the top of it there. So what's that doing there in front of that British cathedral, eh? And it's not Star Force. And it looks like a ship. What about that one? You're telling me that doesn't look like a ship? Have you seen oil tankers? Have you seen their observation bridges? There and there. Where the captain walks around with his binoculars. Have you seen where all of the crew sleep? Yeah, they have lower decks as well, don't they? And the water comes up to about here, doesn't it? Exactly like the accommodation block on a super tanker. That looks like. Exactly. And what else has it got? Fuck me. It's got funnels as well. It's got funnels as well. They are funnels. Funnels. For the fucking engine room. I blow my own mind. Look at this. Look at this. It's just screaming shippiness, guys. Look. Another one of those observation decks, another one here. And even in a rebuild, you know, homage to this type of tech when they landed, when they arrived, Phoenicians, from wherever that land is, or wherever they came from. They brought that style with them. And it was imitated later as well. There's no doubt about that. And look at this, right, guys? Can't be sure what this fort is. It's a strange sort of, architecture to it, covered in green moss. But look at all the meltage. I'll show you some more examples of meltage later, Brian, concerning Sea Lings or Sea Lings. Sea Lings. That's right. I think we should know more about them. I think we do know more about them after this block. Tech on top of that one there. So yeah, this is the buildings at the top of the star. I thought again, look, that would break a wave, observation post, Noah's flood, Arks. Again, nicely, just bring up the river, lower in. She's got bows, she's got accommodation block. She looks like a ship. The world in the background. What's that? That's railings and a big flashy gate. Okay. That's a really unusual building, and it's got nice decoration all the way around it on its observation deck. Wow. Oh, look at this one then. So the water's receded, but there's still a little bit there, look, okay? Still a little bit there. Don't know how it came, but I'll tell you what it did do. It left a ton of mud behind, guys. Because the mud is all the way up here. You run down the side of the tower, covered half the door there, which is still visible. And come down to the water here when the water's receded. The mud is just literally covered all of this. Oh, wow. That is beautiful little mud luge going right on there. Sweet. So we thought about, submarines as well. So did they really build this church in the Renaissance period with a space rocket with a Pope's hat on it? Or did they find a submarine laying in the middle of the street that had come up or out of the water, towed up out of the water, who even knows? And they're like, well, it's a submarine. Or even an old gun. But whatever it is, they've repurposed it and they've connected it up. And they've said, like, this is part of the church. But obviously, living in the 21st century, we can see that that's looking like a fuck ton of stuff that we got in the modern day, isn't it? And it doesn't fit with this building either, does it? No, damn right it doesn't. So it could be submarines as well repurposed into these. It's telling me that's not a ship. It's not the same one as the last one. It's just how many examples are there? Every one I'm pulling up is showing the same thing. Ship's bows, observation posts all the way around, places for looking out. They're like flashy galleys. Again, look at these. There's one there, another with a beautiful little bit of tech, and they all got that tech. We thought at some stage it could be something to do with cloaking technologies as well. So there you are. Tataria was there, look, just like that. Okay, and then the waters just run away, leaving it like that. It's a nice example, isn't it? What happened after Noah's flood? Bit of tech going on in there. They got their own water pump there. The water's going straight through that beautiful little house. Do you like that? D-dat matters. Gives you a flavour for it. And we've always thought something about this image of Lucknow in India. This devastated world in the background, apocalyptic, and they're saying that they opened a wicker cafe submarine. But I think there's a clue in this picture. And the submarine, the shape of a fish, submarine, has to be a clue. And I see a lot of airships, the shapes of fish as well. So it's all about the float. The Phoenicians arrived on a float. They celebrate it on like with Macy's Day or the Lord Mayor's Parade or any of that wank that they do in this culture. They have these things, floats. They have people pissing around on them, just doing stupid stuff. Okay, and seems to be electromagnetic technology going on there. So here they are. They look like Romans, only they're not Romans. They're Phoenicians. They always have the same sort of godages. There's Zeus, okay, with his fasces. Okay, ready to zap. You figurehead on the back. Look at the figurehead on them. Usually on the front. A wheel, so that when it runs up on the ground, poof, turns into a ground craft. Okay, because this looks hovercrafted to me. But anyway, regardless, the Phoenicians arrive under these buildings. And look at these buildings from antiquity. I'm sure that the massive dreadnoughts, juggernauts, the massive battleships out of the First World War, they had to be Tatarian from an older world. They're just massive. And I think all this wooden ship thing is just a psyop. They pushed the Navy to roast too hard for my liking. Stuck psyop. So yeah, stacks of examples from antiquity. This is supposed to be from Byzantine era, but as you can see, it's a Phoenician ship, or indeed like a city on its back. And even these obelisks you see in city centres, they're like literally delivering a city. Like it's infrastructure really, and to make civic buildings. This one, see this? It's weird that the sail looks like a wrapped up fasces. Maybe they're just delivering the fasces. Okay. More antiquity on there, looks like buildings. So it's so surprising how many you get when they're delivering the buildings. Here's apparently from the hieroglyphic of the Egyptians, and it's showing them dropping off a load of shit because they do. I guess a load of trade here, but I reckon they're getting ready because they knew what was coming. They got enough hints. And if they really know how to listen and hear the messages said, then sorted. Again, look, antiquity, this is a beautiful example of what we're trying to say. This ship here, this Phoenician ship, it's got like all of this going on here. Like architecture, okay? Roman galley. And this is the sort of idea. How do we know it wasn't this fantastical? They show you a lot of truths in Monty Python's The Meaning of Life film, where they show you basically them sailing buildings on the Bank of England and stuff up London streets before they moor off their permanent. Fantastical, isn't it? Imagine the Houses of Parliament just coming up alongside on the River Thames, because remember, Westminster was supposed to be an island. No, literally, it's been just earth between it's what's called backfilled. So yeah, this is sort of breaking technology. This guy, he feels confident that he's not going to get washed away by this giant wave. It's difficult to determine whether he will definitely die. I don't know, but he's courage enough, and this same sort of technology to be able to bash that wave when it arrives. Yeah. The shipping in the past, definitely more advanced than they tell us. You know, they seem to have, you know, what modern battleships have today. These look like sonar, so maybe they had sonar and other technologies. And also, this is definitely a factor. This is the smallpox epidemic. Proposed floating hospitals on the Thames. No, they had floating prisons a few years back in the 90s. They had one down on the south coast. I know they had one in Portsmouth, and they were just banging up thousands of people in ships because they overcrowded in British prisons. So they could do that. They could put everyone on ships, mow them out to sea. All get off here. This is England. Is it? It looks muddy. No, all get off. It's part of England. You all get off. The tide comes in. Bye. So these are Phoenicians, and they're weird. The statue that actually got made is supposed to exhibit them, but that ship looks like something from the modern day and not the ancient ways you think. Also, this sort of tech going on, what looks like the crow's nest, but definitely electrical looking on all of them. And if it would have been, you know, sort of a military secret, then I'm guessing we wouldn't know what was going on with these technologies. Or electromagnetic levitation, it balloons, and then you just lower it wherever you want to, float away. That could have been a thing as well. And like I say, these Leviathans, these giant ships which we witnessed, the ones of Brunel, the ones of the First World War, Beatty's fleet that was in the Battle of Jutland, these ships were 25,000 tons, guys. Yeah, they were just the biggest ships you could imagine, with a load of shit on them. You could only wonder what any of it does, but huge cannon. And it just boggles the mind. This is someone on another mast taking a photograph of these. So on sailing ships, apart from having hundreds of people, you had to go climb up the mast in weather, climb across this mast. The master will tell you. You know where the master is? And then you've got to lower the sails. If you fall off, yeah, you've got no chance of survival. So the key is, right, is not to fucking get blown off. And the wind is going to be really, really, really strong out there. I used to, not on these sort of ships, but I used to sit up on the crow's nest, have a spliff, chill out, and you could just see the whole ship below you and nothing else. It's the most weirdest feeling, just rocking back and forth, out of the way of all of this fucking place. It's amazing, I love it. And, oops, he just killed 4 million people. Don't worry, they'll all be all right, I'm sure. So yeah, a ship can come into land. There it is there. That's a perfect example of what I'm trying to convey to you, is that that will become a permanent fixture. I think they should leave that there. Make it a restaurant. There's one in the centre of Rotterdam. The centre of Rotterdam was completely destroyed in World War II, but they built a big building in the centre of Rotterdam near the railway station, and it's a ship. They built a ship in the centre of Rotterdam. It's a building. I've seen a few of them up there. A church also. Okay, you get the dome. No shit, Sherlock. But also, what's that remind you of? Oh yeah, it's a fucking boat, isn't it? Yeah, I know. Navy. Yeah, I know. And they do actually have large antiquity buildings. Yeah, large antiquity buildings on barge-like structures. Never mind huge ships. Imagine when they could deliver on huge ships in Phoenician days. On barges, they were moving Italian-type houses around. You know, I guess in a more recent day with diesel engines. And these antiquity buildings. So basically, this little town was, 200 years ago or 150 years ago, was running a bit low on power. Don't worry, the generators are on its way soon. And it comes upriver, they send a regatta, it comes in, you plug it in, yeah, and it recharges the whole town. Electric bunkers. It sails off to the next town, gives you electric bunkers. This thing's, self-energy unit, they have to deliver a charge to a town. Why the fuck not? Greeting. Yeah, bringing you power. You can do shit now. And this sort of thing. Floating houses. It's weird. You're going to see how many floating houses there are, but people actually residing there in the sky. Why not? You can just go anywhere. And use sort of battleships of the First World War period, and the spotlighting what looks like a battleship in the sky. Ships, fish. So, another thought while we're on this subject here. Lee was thinking as well yesterday. How many of you? 598 you. Wow, that's good. Share this out, would you please, Pics? That would be epic. Oh, yeah, and thank you as well. 29,000 subscribers, I think, yesterday. So that's fantastic. So, Lee hasn't got green fingers. Right? He can't grow shit. He's not like me. Yeah, I'm John Greenpan. And basically, the reason being is because, you can't grow organic fruit and veggies because the slugs and the slimy shit and the critters keep eating it all, as we all know. So is that the case that the slimy shit and the critters just get so fucking much that eventually, okay, there would be a need for a mudluge. You have to cultivate this land. Yeah, in order to get farmers to feed farmer, a big farmer. Well, they're the same name. What about that one? Wheel in a castle. All you need is a few beautiful little windmills to just roll that. Yeah. Drives a wheel. Why weren't they using them? They were using them. They were using them to shift up to 80,000 people. I will show you that. There was up to 80,000 people on there. There was 80 guns, 8-pounders. There was stacks of guns, tens of thousands of people on that one and that one over there. And they would deliver entire armies, and their modes of propulsion was windmills and water wheels. Of course it was. Fantastic. Why wouldn't you do that? Why are they doing it now? Weekly magazine shows an electric ice ship driven adrift in the frozen sky. Okay, made their mind up. They say the ship can't be done, and there it is. Looks like a fish. But it also takes to the sky. Oh dear. That's why you should never go to school, like a school of fish. So yeah, here's old Noah age. He's knocking up his ark. He seems to be knocking up a bummock on there, but he's knocking it up on the side of a muddy hill. It's only small, isn't it? And it looks like a box, doesn't it? So yeah, he's not going to get shit in there. I always keep the animals asleep unless he ducks them up for the night anyway. So here's another example of tech. Is that St. Elmo's fire? Or what's this shooting out of there? There. Well, I'm guessing it would have been a secret weapon, so not really going to tell us. And St. Elmo's fire doesn't actually look like that. It's a glow around the entire ship, and usually if it's made of metal, just the metal bits. You do not really get St. Elmo's fire around the woody bits. For obvious reasons. Again, Antiquitech. This one's interesting. So we just said, like, you know, what about the star forts, about the Venice observation post, and it's on the bows of a ship, which has buildings and looks like an ark. Looks exactly like an ark. What do you think of that? Yeah, I know. Persuasive, isn't it? What about these pictures of antiquity? So you get them giant steamships like the Great Western I'm just talking about, and then under the water is everyone fighting. Like, these ain't even got breathing apparatus on these, because they're like breathing underwater. They're riding dolphins, guys. Yeah. How's your dreams? I'm having fabulous dreams. Here's another example. Here's a Phoenician, looks to be a giant, but not really, because she's a bigger giant. She's holding her favourite TV mast or whatever it is, and he's delivering a load of antiquity. I know, amazing, isn't it? And if you look into the expositions, they show you it everywhere. Antiquity, architecture, the Phoenicians, the float, all the same story, all the same story. Again, blank panels coming in. Keystone plays a part, Noah's Keystone. This one, another example of Scuttled ship on top of what looks like the top of an older building with a window in it. Look at all this architecture here. Brickwork, stonework, excuse me. Something inside this, whatever it is, two-level observation thing. Any fucking need for it, all of that fussing about, just so you could look at it sat on the hill. I don't know. No. I had to be something else too. Amazing. It's all in plain sight. This one's amazing. It looks exactly like a ship, just literally scuttled on top of the hill. Just like, we're stopping it. Boom. Yeah. Covered it all over. It becomes permanent. What about this one? Yeah, just grab that rock there, that corner of that rock, governor. Oh, okay. And boom. On top of that rock. And it looks exactly like a ship. What about that one? I think they're telling you, aren't they? What about that one? This is in the center of the town. I think this one's in Spain. Yeah. Solens. And this is not really Ararati, is it? So caves in it, the eagle. All the animals. A few Disney characters there. But there is Noah's Ark. Coming to rest. Scuttled. Scuttled when they drain the water. It makes perfect sense, guys. It makes perfect sense. How are you going to steal a world? Yeah? All of that stuff in place. But I'm going to come back for a split second and see how you're going on. I'll send you a review on a Wednesday. Is that fantastic? Did you enjoy that? What do you think? It's good, isn't it? So if you think that's crazy, we'll watch what's going to happen on the weekend. Like, I don't know what to think about it. It's my Brian. So, fantastic Wednesday. Oh, right. Let's have a look who's here. Trees is here. Martin, my sound. What's the matter with my sound? Let's have a listen. Excuse me. Martin, my sound. What's the matter? Sounds a bit echoey, right? 1 2 1 2 1 2. Sounds all right. Time Bandit. Time Bandit. Sounds echoey. Give me a second. Nope, nothing to make me echoey. Let me just double check on my comms. Please. 1 2 1 2. Ooh. I'm afraid I don't know. All seems all right here. Don't know why it's echoey. I could click echo cancellation maybe. I'll do it. Yeah, that's got echo cancellation on it. Fuck me. Anyway, so good to see you all here. Scott, I see you sent me some tunes. Thank you, Scott. You just have to persevere for a minute, I'm afraid, because I don't know what's going on with the sound. Sounds good. Susie Q, thank you, babe. Tappy, Cynthia Wood, Deary, Josh, Dave Knuckles. Thought it was you. I'm sorry, I don't know what's going on. I don't know. You can hear me fine. There you are. You can hear me fine. Thank you, Dee. Thank you, Josh. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Matt. Evening to you. So, isn't it funny, though, when you write a sentence, it's a sentence. Isn't it always? Careful what you write. Okay, Lee Charles, Capalocious, Hippie, as I said, Adam Monsieur, Adam Cookage, Blackfoot Smith, Ark of the Nephilim. Don't know. Thank you, Mary. Interesting. I hope everything's fine with you. Evie Girl, Simoa, and Mickey Warbanger shirt, Manny shirt, Red Cap Goblin shirt. Thanks to you, Misty. Simo, what's Lee saying? Slugs, little slimy buggers. But they're good if you want to, like, you know, basically take a moustache, put one under your nose, like Baldrick. Hi, Stacey Sweetness. Seen your photograph on Facebook. Love you. Sure. Muffles. Plug not in properly. Steve Watson, Romany Bear, Missy, good to see you. Joy here. I see you the other day in the chat as well. Joy H. See you, lovely. William Mental Case. Matson. Jolly Man shirt. GT shirt. Ryan shirt. I have Fairies is sure. Good to see you. Angela Kidd. Do your best, everyone, to get to Martin's conference in Birmingham. He has put amazing content out and works extremely hard for all of us. Let us get together and share what we know. Oh, thank you, Angela. And you would know. Dragon Sage and Truth Seeker and Mike and Eggy Hank Bacon. See me. King Snurgulgus and the Viking. I got respect for you. Echoey as fuck. What's it like now, guys? Just tell me. Because I don't seem to be able to. 1, 2, 1, 2. Echoey as fuck. What's it like now, guys? Sounds right to me. What's fucking going on? Anyway. Hello from space. Rocks in space. I don't think so, Roxy. I think you might be drowning in water. I don't think space is a thing because it's called space, so it isn't. Because they tell you it isn't because you say it's space. Like there's nothing there. Remember that. Yeah, the universe is missing. Like 70% of the tuning dark matter, dark energy is not actually there because it's missing in their realm. Does that sound like some sort of fucking mental illness? Tom Kitten, Steve Parry. That's just to begin with. Kim Bard, who is here? Kim the Bard. I made you moderator in a Telegram chat because we've had some problems with the old crazies. Okay, the old trollage. 15 crazy stuff to fuck with us. Margaret's good to see you, Sweetness. Rosemary, good to see you, Sweetness. So let's have a little think about sea lings. Now, the word sea is in them, sea lings, and there's some tech going on with them. There's no doubt about that. And it seems to be a vibrational quality because when I show you what they exhibit, it's quite mind-blowing to think of the intelligence level in redesigning and manufacturing these artworks, which are just like, what the fuck is going on? I can't turn my headset up, Brian Blaney, because I think it's on full. 1, 2, 1, 2. No, it seems to be fine. Just have to go with that. I'm going to share screen. Thumbs up. Thanks for joining 600 mod if you on a Wednesday. Make sure to come back for Flatter Day because we're going to flatten Flatter Day. I'm going to flatten you. Okay, we're going to melt your Bryans. Okay, and you will feel you know a lot more than you used to, which is a nice feeling. So, sea lings. Let's have a think about sea lings and what is going on with sea lings. Fancy sea lings. The sea ling. So the Moskages and the ones of Iran are absolutely stonking. I hope they don't go and go all weird on the Muslims again on the news. They seem to be fucking fucked off with all of that. Oh, fucked off with it all actually. And everyone falling for it is worse. Switch your bastard television off. Not that any of you have, but somebody watching might be believing the television. So what is going on is most fantastic color, but there's some sort of like On my Brian, some ununderstood technologies going on. I'm going to show you something of why I think this shortly. And I found, holy crap. So it's exhibiting sacred geometry just burst in. They've managed to capture it in a moment of inception, chisel into a ceiling. Somebody explained to me all that's done. No, my brain doesn't get my head around it. And this sort of example, it's like mathematical prowess. We're talking about the Arabs here, so I'm guessing they got the math thing down to a T. This is in the Nazar al-Muluk Mosque in Iran, in the Persian world, which is absolutely fantastic for architecture and all things, as all places have. It's them that are the bastards, people that control us. Fucking normal people, they're just absolutely fucking fine. Can get on with their lives like everybody else. Bastards. Draw us against one another. Look at all this. Purplish, beautiful flowers. But what about this thing? Is it just a decorative piece, or is there more going on with it? Is it something to do with sound technology? Because it looks something like that stuff you have on recording room studios to block the sound. Perfect. Flower of life in the middle. And then when you watch some of these graphics, like say you watch some trippy psychedelic graphics on YouTube, they start with a flower of life and then they burst out and they look kind of like this. Like the waveform. I can visually see a waveform, guys. That's what I'm trying to say. Same with these. Polishing that floor, you know, gives it that reflection. It's absolutely beautiful. Oh, that must be a feast for the eyes going in this mosque. That's no doubt about that. Look at this thing in the dome. Perfect sacred geometry. It's in Turkey. And literally, wow, you can see it, can't you? You don't need me to show you. Yeah. Look at it. It's sunflower. How do they know? How do they do it? It's Tech-Nazmi Alliance, guys. This is like mind-blowing proof to the shape of the earth stuck in the ceiling, guys. How do they know? How do they do it? Again, here's another example, exactly the same. How do they know? How do they do it? It's mind-blowing, guys. To think that there's nothing that's gone into this. There's just not with greater thinking beyond this, actually. You see it? It's visualizing waveform, I'm sure it is. You know, the stuff we don't ordinarily see, or color and sound. So you can interpret it. That's what it is. Interpretation of color and sound. It's got to be. Look at it. See what I mean? It's like three-dimensional in one. It could be going back or it could be coming up towards you. You can't tell which, can you? Oh, that's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic work, that is. Sublime, says Jenny. Or that Jenny. Yeah, you cannot get a perfect flower of life representation. And they put it on a ceiling. And I think the ceiling is like an upside down bell shape as well. So that just adds to the mind blow. Holy fuck, what is going on this of it all? The Grand Mosque. Look at this again. Just so big, this blue tile decoration. It's absolutely fantastic. And the sacred geometry just floors me. Look at this from perspective, what we managed to do cleverly. Right? You look down and then boom. Oh, it just blows my flipping head off to see that sort of thing. How much we don't know. I think I got an inkling. I think I might know. It's not just for looks, guys. It's too much put into it. You know, this is the technology of what we can't see. The color, you know, the expression of consciousness in a building. Is that what I'm seeing? Did they try to destroy these? I don't even know what I'm looking at there, actually. I think I'm looking at maybe a dome. Yeah, I think so. So trippy. Look at that. The color. Color can heal. Sound can heal. You know this, guys. Vibration can heal. Make you feel absolutely fantastic. You shivers on toast. Pass right through you. Clearing it all. That's the way it should be. Check the air out. It's fine. Beautiful. Okay. Mathematical geometry in place. Huh. Don't even know how they're doing it. Look at this one though, guys. Just the side one, it's half of one cut off. Wow. They look a bit like them magic eye pictures, don't they? You know, the more you stare, there's going to be something else coming out of it. Like another something. Let's see if I can do that. I don't see anything. Looks just more trippy. Got that for a chandelier, guys. It's really fantastic. Trippy little balls. I don't know what's illuminating them. But wow, such beauty. And there's that technasmia on that dome again. Again, sacred geometry. Show where the doors are. Representing portals, windows in the dome. Because the Quran is a flat earth book. I had a really happy Muslim taxi driver, happy to read it out to me, his golden book, telling me about, and it rolled out like a carpet in front of you, the whole earth. It's like, well, it's flat then. He was like, yeah, man. He was getting his right buzz on. We both were. Don't know. How they fan it and why they cut it, I don't know, guys. Maybe half of it was destroyed, maybe. Okay. Don't know. I can't get my head around it. It seems to be glass filaments, maybe. But they've made it into the shape of the flower of life, sacred geometry, technasmia light, all ever decreasing out in architecture. Arc, UTech, sure. And then this happens. So that's what I found in the photograph. Okay, a mosque. Back in the day, post reset Alu Jami. And I found this and I thought, oh, right. So that's the same thing. I mean, this one's been completely destroyed. There's even mud on top. And what looks like a bit of meltage on top of these bricks here, like literally the whole thing looks a bit melted. Green over the top of the meltage, even blackening here, like burning. This doorway even looks mud flooded. These look half full. Again, looks like blackening. You know, I would hazard a guess something, you know, just hit it, boom, right there, and just took that out. That same thing we're just looking at, the same technology. Can you see that, guys? It's mad, isn't it? Let's move on. I've got some more images to show you. Now, we're coming up now. I'm going to just show you a few things, images of the day and everything coming up as well, guys. But because I got Flatearthbritish Think Tank channel down, okay, this is my backup channel for Martin Liedtke. It's Martin Liedtke's Nectar. I'm going to need to go live on this, and I've got the Celtic Italian channel and Martin Liedtke channel, and I need all these channels for the next couple of weeks leading up to the conference. So make sure to go on here. Do actually, you know, do stuff on here as well, guys. Okay, so make sure to subscribe to that channel. It's below in the show notes. Also today, I know I said I got my channels out, but we still got Celtic Italian channel back next week. That one's out. A Martin Liedtke channel, which hit 39,000 subscribers yesterday. Right, let's have funny time. Are you in the mood? Bye-bye. Let me hear you say yay if you're in the mood, because he's shat. He's so happy. Theo and Marjan, yeah. Well, he's shat. He's so happy. So I want to hear you say yeah if you want to be happy. And let's have a look at a couple of funny things. Yeah. Okay. GT Clark says yeah. Bubbles. Space bubbles are always the best. I'm going to get some bubbles. Okay, yeah, me. All right. Okay. So Theo, that's a name that keeps ringing in my life. Theo, he's shat. I don't know what that means. Okay. Educating Billy about Katie's priceless vagina. Okay. Yeah. Pounding out a beat on Uranus. I got that out in 12-inch. Actually, I got it in 12-inch. That's wrong. Now, this is what's the matter. Like, this is basically, right, we should have like a part of this vlog, right, which is called 21st century problems. This, okay, tubby boots, topless, man boobs. This is a 20th century problem, guys. Yeah, 20th century problems are prolific at the moment. I'll give you an example. I went shopping the other day, guys. I wanted to buy a book on trains. And well, I come out of the shop with a book on trannies. I knew there was something up with that cover. But anyway, I took it back. So you can't get a book on trains these days, I find it. So yeah, for the mature-minded adult. So if he's married, that's really bad. Who's sucking whose titties? Frank Valor and his Dimension Singers. Check rubber boat party. Yeah, he's having a rubber boat party, guys. Check this. Spawny bastard. He doesn't deserve any of this that he's getting in life, actually. He must have sold his soul 12 times. You must have met him, not at the crossroads, the devil. You must have met him at Spaghetti fucking Junction. How do you do Papa Joe Brand New Key? Oh, what a cracking name for an album. Fuck me, that's brilliant. Bastard. My weed, fuck. Yeah, that Burning Bush moment. Do you know, I actually thought Burning Bush was about something else. But that's bad. That is really bad when that happens. So now you know another secret of the Bible, guys. Yeah, you learned it here on Flatearthbritish. Yeah. Fucking weed when it flames, isn't it? DEA. Oh, I'm so stoned. Happens. Cocaine. No. We were walking down the road, me and my son, the other day, and then we started these nice little sweetie bags in the street. Yeah, in Dead Man's Gully. It's a gully. Because something's dead in it. Called it Dead Man's Gully. So anyway, so there was little bags with, like, you know, little bits of cocaine left in them, which I think is really irresponsible of fucking druggies, and they should be, like, treated as kind. Kids could actually fucking pick them up. I know, my head started to go then. And take it, and like I'm thinking, like they'd be going home, like, you know, Mum, I just found this wicked sherbet. Take me down the shops. I want some more of this really wicked sherbet. Can I get some more? Which I would be eternally disappointed with, unless you just get a sugar rush on the same part. But I'm telling you what, that's fucking disgusting. Oh, they was calm as a bastard. The woman with 2 pussies no man could satisfy. I know a woman with 2 cats. Look at that, they got a little third de lis on there. 35 cents. Any of you older British people, not me of course, you guys, do you remember when it all went metric? Let me ask you another question. When did the clocks fucking do? When 8 o'clock used to be 8 o'clock, now it's 2000 fucking hours. When did that come? When did that happen? Did they man dial our asses? I don't remember that arriving. Maybe it's the stupid computers. I don't know. It's really confusing. Can any of you remember the money going metric? You know, I was about 5 and I was like, they give me like 10p's and 5p's and shit. And I was like, what the fuck am I going to get with all of this? It was like, my head was shitted. You know, 1 minute it's like, you know, 1 and 8 or a fucking shilling, a bob or anything. Everything was like doable. The next minute it's like, fuck me, I don't know what to do with money. How long are you going to be in this lane? Until I finish peeing. That's fucking disgusting, that is, guys. What kind of person would piss in a swimming pool? Hiking tip. Remember, if you get lost in the woods, stay where you are, because we don't like you. Please don't come back. Nah, just kidding. In case it actually increases your chances of being found. No, stick with the same one. Yeah? Listen, real life Flanders, fuck off in the woods and don't come home. Take your weird wife with you to touch her. Real life Flanders. Just saying. Naked waitresses that flirt with you. Okay, where's this? Anybody got a destination for this place? Yeah, the guy who owns this restaurant has brilliant business ideas. He's killing it. Oh, this isn't what I expected when I bought tickets. Okay. Disney on. I love it. Right, this is for you guys. Do not read this next sentence. Ooh, you little rebel. I like you. Join me for a drink. So that's for you for, you know, the 10th of September. You little rebels. Come and join me for the drinkies. What a chat about things. You in? You fucking know it. Chicken game. Don't look at this chicken. Oh, for fuck's sake. I knew I wasn't going to be any good at the chicken game. How are you at the chicken game, guys? Yeah, you're shit, aren't you? Yeah, I'm shit at the chicken game. I bet vegan carrot cake's fucking lovely. Vegan veggie lasagna? Vegetarian chili? Where is this? Anyway, having a bad day? Remember, guys, it could always be worse. It's good advice, guys, okay? So when you stub your toe on the bed, when you're going to pee in the middle of the night, that's not what happened to me. I'm just saying. Could always be worse. You could end up with a giant shit splat. Exactly. Meanwhile, at the supermarket, you don't go to. This is Hollywood supermarket that doesn't really exist. If it did, I'd probably risk going into a supermarket. Sorry. Oh, Lucy, have you been splashing in the puddles? No, Mum. You're lying, aren't you? No, Mum. Honest, I haven't. Little liar. You've been splashing in the mud. You've been eating sweeties? No, Mum. It's covered in jam. Mother always finds everything hilarious after she's had one of her little pearls. I'm fucked. Oh, what a fucking rush. Oh, I'm starving. Yeah, I'm me. Fucking good, isn't they? No? Yeah, they're fucking wicked. I reckon they popped them. Oh, I've never come this way before. Me neither. Must be the cobbles. Blow-ups. Now, here's a good bit of advice for you, ladies. For all of you women that went through, oh, my husband's going to like me a lot more if I have massive jugs thing, and then had a jug enlargement back in the noughties. No, we actually know that fuck loads of you had this done. We're keeping quiet about it. Okay, so I'm just spilling the beans ahead of time. You didn't have to go through all of that, having like that potentially dangerous later on lump of fucking jelly shoved into your breast. Okay, stitched in there. Okay, you could have blew them up with a fucking straw. Yeah, I know, it's a penny dropping. Yeah, I know. Blow them up. Bigger. Yeah, I know. Damn right, I'm going to sniff it. His face. Oh, fucking hell. Now, what they think about in one picture. So, big fuck off guns, yes. Chips, yes. Not burger, I'm not into all that meaty stuff. Beer, no, not really. If this beer was like a big, massive sack of weed, that would be great. Don't like the orange chairs. Is there anything else that we think about? Tables. Yeah, that's right. Sarah Jessica Parker coming out of quarantine ended up looking like one of Twisted Sister, didn't she? I tell you what, that quarantine fucked these Hollywood stars up, didn't they? They get away from Hollywood parties and all that adrenochrome. They turn back to their real selves. Get back to Sex in the City, or is it Sex and the City? You can never make your mind up, can you? I never really liked her either. Not when she was younger. She's one of Michael and Obama's gang, you know. Oh, that's better. 2020 has been had on assault. Jennifer Lopez, J-Lo, she swings low. Have you seen her? I think she's all right for her age, though, guys. No, don't knock it. Age catches up with a lot of people. How television benefits your children? Well, it doesn't, does it? You just stick them in front so they get completely brainwashed and proper mentally ill. Yeah, have all strange, like, you know, Norman Batesy type of ideas and shit, yeah? But that's all right, because you go to the doctors, the house doctor recommends Vicodin, fast relief for constant pain. You won't feel anything because you're going to be smacked out your fucking ass. But there you go. I use it for aching muscles. Oh, so high. Hugh Laurie in a previous existence. Is that what you did before you were not really that famous. Quite really. Best way to deliver a baby. The storks deliver babies, by the way. The new arrivals, as you all know, they get delivered by a stork. The stork is not actually a bird. I think it's an English ship. The best things in life come in cello, bane. Yeah, it's an interesting name, isn't it? So, bane, the PH there, like the phone. Every time we say phone, talking to a phone, DuPont. God's sake, there. Yeah, obviously don't repeat this at home, anyone. Put your baby sister in a fucking carrier bag because there's no oxygen or air in a carrier bag and they would definitely turn blue and die. So this is no shape for a girl. Unfortunately, it is the shape for Neil deGrasse Tyson's globe Earth. Okay, so it's a bit pear-shaped and chubby around the middle. There's nothing wrong with. I like nothing. So let's move on. If you sent your book cover in today, you're going to see it. And we have some fantastic ones. Some of these people, yeah, this is a new thing. And I'm really enjoying this, by the way. I seen Karen Dirt sent in last night. Just a big smile comes across my face when I see you guys. And I actually get them to see you, you know. Look at Flo. She's in chat now. That woman just radiating elegance and love. She's fantastic. My favourite though, Moonbeam Mitch. Yeah. Tell me not, she's not fantastic. She nearly got splattered in a car thing and would have cried. Yeah. FEB family. It's Asia. There's India's gang. Yeah. Hang-Roms. Book. Holy Grail the Great Reset, the Holy Grail of our Flat Earth. It's Anne and all my other broski sending in cups. And these are the more recent ones here. So these chicks, I don't actually know if they want me to say her name. This lady here and this lady here. Oh, fantastic. They went on an anti-vaccine march in New York City. And she thought she'd send me in some photos of some mud flooders with my book. So, oh, wow, thank you. It's so, like, that was in Joker. Check that out, though, guys. Greco-Romano. Upper column for floods. Giant arches. Massive doors. Wow, thank you for that. That's really brilliant. Look at that, guys. Wow, I bet that's really nice. Yeah. So my book, just to put it into perspective, is in the hands of a New York lady on the streets of New York. Yeah, I'm from Wales. That's pretty shit. Oh, fucking, I really dig that. Look, old New York red brick, all smashed up, and Derry. I bet they could use that for a Hollywood film or a film. So here's Anne and Earlman Umu down in place, and this is coming up now. This is fantastic. So these people did a little shrine for me, yeah, all like religiously and lovely vibes, nice, all out colour. Jenny lit me a candle because I'd done a day the other day. Johnny, yeah, he was on basically Hibbler Productions. He's fantastic. I was on there last night on Rockfin, but unfortunately I'm not on Rockfin because it demands money and stuff. That's Dave Sheffield, okay, code name. And what do you do when you go to Normandy on holiday with your old man, right? Is you light a bonfire, you set up your little camping table, and you put Flatearthbritish on your little laptop on holiday. Oh no, I'm not missing Martin. I got my happy hat on. And check these out. So these guys did me the shrine, yeah. I'm not ignoring the mail. You were brother, you were epic, but I know. Shush. Calm down. Yeah, I know. Fucking pandemic. So, more Flat Earth Britishness in front of a municipal Venetian building. It's got all the windows blocked up. Oh, there it is. Looks like a museum. It is the Art Institute of Chicago. Oh, I literally am on the streets of Chicago as well. Fuck me, I get around. My goodness. And here we are in the museum itself, in front of a real Renaissance artwork. What we got going on in that? Ha! Behold, I see two little people floating around together. Happens all the time. Is that a hologram or a vision? Did Ezekiel really see wheels? Or did he see conchs? He seen conchs, didn't he? I think he did. Oh, that's a nice artwork. Ah, nice little milk bar. I like that. I like that. Who's that by? That's by Edward Hopper. It's called Nighthawks and Oil. Quite funky. And a lady who's Greek, who's literally coming to the Flatearthbritish conference also. People are jetting over from Australia. Don't know how. Maybe they should go back. And I don't know if any Americans are coming. Nobody have said yet. But this lady's in Corfu at the moment, and they got a massive staff force. So, thank you, Maria from Greeceland, and she sent me some epic photos of Corfu staff force, which is fantastic, by the way. The gangway going over to the main ship, covered in mud later. Oof, look at it, covered in muddage. Look at all this down here. The entrance to something there as well. Windows there blocked up, is it? Corfu star footage from the bookage. Check it out. It's like the one in Corfu, in Malta. The top's covered in mud. It looks massive, that one. It's also got in the center of the star fort, for some reason, it has a bunko booth, or what they call a bandstand, which is not. That's another beautiful building. Coffee. Thank you for these, Maria. She is actually a professional photographer by trade. So I'm guessing that's why we got the nice photos. So thank you so much. That's brilliant. This is carrying dirt. Yeah, I know. Does that not bring a big beaming smile across your face? You're fucking amazing carrying dirt. We fucking love you. I love you. You're amazing. And she did a little shriney thing with all crystals to protect my book and the information in it. All of this stuff going down, like this holy shrines for my book, crystal shrines for my book. This should smash it. So my brother sent my book in as well, but I'm terrible for names because there's so many of you. I can't remember. My book in front of a globe, but he's pointing and using his spliff pointer to Tataria with his spliff pointer, which is a class move, by the way, my brother. Class. So there you are. If you have any books, if you have bought my book, I'll show you now the link for it. New book, The Holy Grail of the Great Reset. The links are below. You can find out all about it on here, or what I'm up to if you don't know. There's too much going on to relate in one little blog. Okay, but I have got Fantastic's book out. It's 2 books out, okay? And there's going to be a third in the series in the future, working on after all these conventions. Going to dust it. But I feel, because tickets are going quick, that this will sell out in no time at all. And then probably, and I think along the lines of, we're going to need a bigger venue. That's what I'm thinking. So, images of the day, and I'm going to come back because we're coming up to an hour and a half. I want this 2-hour long vlogage, okay, guys? Because you've got to catch up. Everyone needs to catch up with this information before the next big Brian Splat ready for the weekend. Okay, guys? Now, I'm going to have a drink because I've said 1,001 words here, and I'm going to puff out. Now, we're just finding out that Britain is saturated in star forts. We had no idea. And it turns out the Belfast, okay, in 660 was a massive star fort system. I found it for so many cities, but I did have a shock about Belfast. And it turns out there is a load of big, expansive star fort systems. Limerick has one in Ireland, and I was just blown away to find it. You know, this big in Belfast. Did you even know that? There's got to be something in the name Belfast too. But it's a city I've been to a couple of times and I really love. I went there in the Troubles. No one trouble just because I was there. So there's the other Ark, okay, the Ark of the Covenant. We may talk about this later date, but this one's a bit weird because it hasn't got 2 angels on it. But what it has got is two like valve things sticking out of it. Can you see that? And not only that, they're moving this, and it's in the Renaissance period, as in the Middle Ages. You can see that by the architecture. Not in the biblical period. They're carrying the ark through with sound and vibration, whatever this tech really is, the doomsday device. And what I noticed with the falling of Babel, on the Tower of Babel, is old Neb is rebuilding it, Nebuchadnezzar. But what you do get is a lot of ships arriving, and I'm thinking that, you know, they were thinking that this may be some sort of way out to the dome. They're building it high enough that they could get out before all this place got fully flooded. Because I couldn't help but notice the landing platforms. You know, the level here for the water, then you can land here, then higher, you can land here, higher, higher. And the same technology as Beaver Dam technology is a stepped pyramid to ever decreasing. Let's break a wave that's coming in, guys. Stepped pyramid, circle. Waves would just go past that, break up and go past them. And that was printed the design. So this is from the Middle Ages, but it's showing mud flood perfectly, because this enclosure, it's also the shape of a ship, is completely mudded in. And all of the architecture and masonry, or a big obelisk is fallen. It's all smashed, there's just cattle inside, guy with a gun, a few people with crossbows. These windows are completely half buried. And you can even see the landscape is definitely mud flooded, because this building's mud flooded in. This one smashed and mudded in. And then the grass grows over and the trees come later. But nice little example of mud flood world. Look at this building. Not so much this one, okay, even though it's got like Eros, which I think is a big clue. We'll talk about that maybe on the weekend. This figure that you see on top of so many examples of buildings. Is this building next to this big opera house looking one? You know, it's like the part of this complex for whatever this stuff done, technosmia wise, to do with circuit cities in the past. The corner things as well, little shrine type things, fairs, just like them, you're in platforms. Again, it's a ship. Exactly the same. They're all ships. All the cathedrals, 100%. Yeah. Did they scuttle that building on there, on the top? Look what's in the air. So what you've got here, let's have a look. So you've got these giant pigs, and for some reason the water's here. So I guess it's like an analogy. So they followed what is definitely a Roman road, because I know the style of cobble. And two travellers, one dressed in red, the red cap, red clothes. And they come to a crack in the ground, and across it is the other side of the path. Yeah, they can't get back on that path to get to the Emerald City. Follow the yellow brick road. Look at these giant pigs, and the castles are tiny. There's a little island there with a black dead tree in it. Strange stuff in the sky. Giant serpents, type of thing. No. Open for interpretation, obviously. This is beautiful. Belgium. Check this out. All mud flooded. Jord Ladderly hiding out. These people, two of them, looking like they just fucking found the place. Again, with the watchtowers. All along the watchtower. Can't remember the rest of them lyrics. I have to listen to Jimi Hendrix. I don't listen to the Robert Zimmerman version, by the way, of All Along the Watchtower. I listen to the Jimi Hendrix version. Same as like a Rolling Stone. Is that a ladder? I think it might be. Cluage. But nobody about except for the usual, like, whew, look what we just found. Beautiful. Excellent mud floodage. Evidences. Let's have a look. So the lower wall there. So this is the original ground level. We got vaults in there, and this building here is exhibiting a huge door, and in what would it be coming round here, sort of blocking it all off. We've just dug it all out, exposing it. Lower windows. So that's a strange build, and I can't imagine what that one is, or did. And look at this, Notre Dame Cathedral. What's this telling us? So above Notre Dame, It's a later image because this here was supposed to have been added. The one that burned down, the spire that burned down, was added in the 1850s. Yeah, here it is in a Renaissance artwork where there's a wormhole opened in the sky, or a portal opened in the sky, golden hand, laser beamage, two weapons, and a load of demons. They seem to be running away from this tech, though, don't they? Clearing out, maybe. Do you see? But this then. Ruins of Charleston, South Connecticut, American Civil War. Okay. Remember, America's not supposed to be there all that long, so who built all of this? Well, the front door there is way below ground level because all the mud's coming late, so the world looks fucking blitzed. Absolutely blitzed. They want us to believe that conventional weaponry cannon did this apocalyptic things to Georgia, Richmond, which are big Tatarian cities of solid stone and brick, massive warehouses, reduced to nothing. But something's wrong with the landscape. The landscape is way too apocalyptic for any sort of cannons. There's nothing that's not scarred. Nothing that is not scarred. Look at this in the water. Is this a crater? Is this a crater hole full of water? And what could have done that for the armament of the day? There's nothing like that. Wow. So, air balloons dropping people off. No, I don't think there's any other reason what this could be. So I think the architect just designed on the side of a building here in London. Okay, it's just gone up and up. It's got a circular staircase. And it goes to a viewing platform to look at what exactly. And then there's all this tech, fleur-de-lis. Strange tower here. FRF. I don't know what that is. But look, so you could come in here with the air balloon, get off here, and then go straight into the building because there's a doorway into it, or indeed walk down the staircase. Unless it's any other thing you could think of, because I can't. It's a ship for a viewing platform, so it's a landing platform. And these things have board offices and custom houses are the same no matter where you are. Floating dock, Southampton. So they got a floating dock in Southampton there. The ship can go into and you get onto it through here. So they have docks as well, like the Mulberries in the First World War. But check it out, guys. Tech. There's a ship there for a vein, some sort of orby thing, posing Tauruses. And it's a Greco-Roman temple, and they're all like it. Every single city's custom house is the same. The one in Cardiff is laying empty. So this is a mind blow, this one. So it's a flotilla, and it's rejected invasion of England by the French. So the Channel Tunnel, they say they dug, but there again, it's there, here, in this era of the Napoleonic Wars. But you get this star fort, you don't see any land, it's almost like sea land there, but it's a big star fort, again, watchtowers. Looks like a ship, looks like breakwater, shitloads of ships. But what about the army that's going through tunnels under the British Channel? Huge flotillas of balloons and kites used as well. To break the balloons, to catch the balloons, or is the kites attack as well? Like electrostat. So yeah, an entire army under the English Channel. So there's a tunnel there, and they're just saying they just dug one back in the day, back in the 90s or whatever, the 80s. So they're like lying about that because. So some people said St. Peter's Basilica in Rome. Okay, here it is in the cartoon. Here it is in the photograph. It looked like a crocodile or a serpent. In fact, probably that dome is not on the crocodile, so I'm not going to go with that. But I'll tell you what it does look like. That's right. Okay. Architecture, in this case on an Egyptian picture here, you have some sort of what looks like an arch. Okay, unloading the boats there. And a box of some sort here, I can only wonder what is in there. This is a crazy metaphor there. So if you was like to envision that you were the architect for the first time, so you're going to put, like we see everywhere in these photographs and engravings, this big, massive Tatarian building. You put the front door 2 levels above the ground, and you put it in the middle of what is a wrecked and ruined landscape, right? So that when the posh tots can come out, they got to go through mud and shit and a apocalyptic looking landscape to their big titanium building. Does that make sense? Again, it looks like a ship. Again, viewing platforms, different levels, just like you get on the modern day cruise ships. There is the fall of Babylon, and that's what got it. The angels bursting forth with trumpets and sound like Jericho, causing a vibration, and the vibration was enough to turn stone and matter into dust, discombobulate the whole thing. But there it is again. Something definitely melted this. See, it looks all melted. The rock, the brick, all of it. It's burnt still. Antiquity, not a modern day, guys. And this Coptic church, it seems to have fallen into a crevasse where there's had an earthquake. I guess this is Armenia. Look at the style of Turkey. It's disappeared into a crack in the earth. But mud, like solidified. Look at this fucking crazy antiquity. So again, with the crazy wiring, you're not buying that. There's something going on with that. So this is in Toronto, 1899. Toronto, no city that was burnt to the ground. Look at this. I wonder what the purpose of that was. 4 angels again. 4 angels again. Tech, I guess. What about that? It's not a viewing platform. It's not a landing platform, but it has got a balustrade, so I guess you could step into it. Wow, a lovely bit of Tataria there. Massive doors, huge doors. Granite bottom, take a wave, take a hit. Check this out, guys. Bell fort. So it's the bell again, and it's the fort, okay? And it's got a lion outside. Look at the size of the lion. These are people. There. And the lion is there. It is huge. And check this star fort out. Aerial. Hey? Do you reckon on that place? Belfort. Yeah, whatever it is, it looks Phoenician and it looks well evil. What's that over there? Sort of chimney, but there's a cut all the way up here to go to this building here. Couldn't know, but obviously it's taken operations. And this is cool mud flood here. So here's the ground level here, I guess. Yeah, okay, streets there. And then they dug it out. So you get the lower columns and boom. What's that? Maybe 50, 60 foot below street level. You get a load of doors. You get a load of windows. All that way below ground level. Even these columns are 20 foot, 25 foot below ground level, columns on top of there, so you got the street level by there. Because there's the street there, you can see the statue. So there's street level, it's below street level. And these windows and these doors are below that. So buildings, tower building, Belfast, destroyed 1978, I guess, in Troubles. But Belfast had some groovy architecture. Look at it. Lovely. But destroyed, I guess, in the Troubles. And this was mentioned last night on Hibbler Productions on Rockfin. I'll check that out. I haven't, but I reckon I should somehow. And anyone got a link, send it to me, please. Is moonlight lamps or halogen lamps that they used in Detroit too in the last century, and they used them in docklands as well. You need the one light to illuminate the entire docklands, and it was the same for Detroit. It would illuminate the entire city, the center of the city in Detroit. Also, Austin, Texas, I was told, had them. Moonlights, moonbeams, moonbeam lights, halogen lights, and this one's vast, big, huge, illuminating all that port. And look at that for a bridge idea. There's not more going on with that, is there, guys? Huge bollards, structures with mosques, with the 4 angels and the dome, just for a bridge. There's a lot going on for just a bridge. So these are these landing platforms we talk about. So the idea is the number 8C bus, which is also a boat, which is what leads me to think this is all this happening underwater, drops them off and they get back on. Some more air taxi. And that's what these things are for in the first place, which is why they're all over antiquity, which they are. And a lot of them make no sense if you think of it in that context. It makes a fuck ton of sense. That's a nice spot lamp, must be electric. So that was the thumbnail of my last video. It's an artwork. People were wondering what it is, and yes, it's a couch potato watching the telly in an underwater artwork. So, as weapons, as maybe floating islands, or as we were just proposing, arcs, Fort Wood. Have you seen old photographs or old pictures of it? You won't find an old photograph. You might find an artwork of it. So I got grab later, and there's all like these Italian buildings, a street, people live in their houses, putting their washing up. But it's satanic because they're using esoteric symbols, the star, the crescent moon. That looks like a guitar there. Star, crescent moon, but it's on footwood. And the whole thing, you know, I think this is the statue of the statue of Colossus of Rhodes. So it looks exactly the same based on it, but Lucifer standing on a star, all the Luciferian stuff. You see all of this shit on Neil deGrasse Tyson's tie. Do you know why? You see all of this shit on the wizard clothes that Jimmy Savile wears. Do you know why? Yeah, this whole thing's an island, guys, with star floats on it. And good look at the shape of the island. It's got fucking bows, guys. It's got bows. Look, can you see that? The front of the ship? The whole thing's the shape of a fucking ship, guys. You wouldn't need to, you know, dock them. You just put them in place and scuttle them when the water recedes. Now, this technology is amazing. It's good for your organs. It's good for everything that begins with org. And these ones are fantastic organs, by the way. That vibrational quality just goes straight through you. So that's pyramid in Rome. You can see that then in the modern day, still there in Piranesi's artworks. Is this deep in mud. All of this is. And mud got dug out later. So Egyptian pyramid in Rome. The size of, look at this, the Grand Organ Town Hall. Only the Town Hall in Sydney, guys, in Sydney, Australia. So the Town Hall has that. Look at the Technasmia ports. Is this not proof? Look. Vibrational quality goes straight through them like speakers, and it's out into the atmosphere outside, guys. It's the ether. This is proof. It's perfect. You can see them. They're hollow. There's nothing in them. They haven't even taken it, you know, the mechanism out. Corinthian tops, Greco-Romano world, guys. This is the older world. Fantastic example. Just have a look at that. Wow. Just for a town hall. The size of that stage. Wow. Australia just blows my mind the more I learn about its architecture. Look at its size of the thing. That's it there. They're still there, the portals. This is in the modern day. Excuse me. This is in the modern day. No, but it's bugged it up a bit. They're all Cirque du Soleil and stupid shit there now, don't they? Arty-farty crap. So this one never got back up. The rest of it is still down there. A beautiful, beautiful lake. Might be Lake Van in Turkey, the highest saltwater lake on Earth. Water's receded, left a lot of lakes, and a lot of buildings didn't get out. So check this one out. What's it remind you of? Reminds you of a ship, don't they? That's beautiful. Look, so good. Landing platforms, there's Belfry. Exactly the same sort of business. Oh, it's got high elevation. Really high one, that one. German. There's that organ again. Wow, it's fantastic. All your hair just waves back with bass key. So I'm guessing they got to try to get her on high land. This one seems a more permanent structure. Looks like it's mud flooded in. Be blitzed beyond belief. Occupies in a later time. Post-apocalyptic society. This entire thing was a building. See the brickwork in it there, guys. the levels. Arch, just beyond repair. Just that blitzed, vitrified, apocalyptic war. There it is again. Beautiful, isn't it? Yeah, Lake Van. Look at that up on Google Earth. You find some of the best antiquity ever on there. So these are to pose a question: what exactly are they? The city street antiquity in the 1920s. Looking at the Model T Fords, America. What do you think they are? Maybe they put plants in them. Only forgot the plants. I know. Curious, aren't they? So yeah, get up, get high, get out the way. Looks like they've been doing it for quite some time. Look at this. I wonder what tech done this. Entire level, a huge cliff face with places to stay. Oh, you can see him in the middle. That'd be trippy watching. I don't think I'd like that. This was sent to me on Facebook page or Instagram, excuse me. Somebody said about 2 years ago, a friend of theirs, I think he said she was in Spain, took a photograph of this. It appeared in a room, and she took a photograph of it. So basically, she's saying it's a light energy form or a light orb. It looks like a little bit like a light bulb to me, floating in the air. But you know, this is one of my subs, and he says this is a thing, so I think it is. So she took this photograph of this light energy being, you know, these. And do you know what? If I had £1 for every time somebody told me about seeing these things, these energy beings, not just orbs, but you know, like literally divine energy, if you like, just showing up angels on ether, because they're there all the time. They're there. It's not you. So I posted this on my community page. This is meant to be from far off antiquity. It's mind blowing this, right? So it's meant to be from the classical period, so around 500 BC to maybe AD 40 in their heads, okay, which is bullshit, as you know. What's she carrying? Is it a fasces? Is it a camshaft? Well, it looks like a camshaft. These are two cogs, maybe wheels on either side of these. But she's looking like she's standing on the back of an aircraft engine. These look like pistons. Look like one of the front of a Mustang or something, one of those World War II planes. Yeah, but it definitely looks like engineering. Even this bit behind her, or him, whatever. And this looks like a very, very advanced bit of technology. Yeah, what the fuck, Glenn? I know. So yeah, what exactly is it? It's advanced technology, and it just all is hidden in plain sight. Come back this weekend, and I'll fucking show you how much. So this was on my Instagram 2 days ago. Somebody took this. Pazzo Italiano. So you can guess what part of the world that is. Ooh, bit of antiquity on their building. Jesus, it's actually an animated thing. This guy like literally steps out of the clothes, looks like Jesus, yeah. But my wife, that's deceased now, she went to Spain and she see Jesus in the clouds out the window, and I was like, hey, that's the second person that's told me that when she told me that, because another person told me exactly the same story. So there you are, just to prove Starfords are not the bastions of battle. This one exhibits love and gratitude. This one exhibits eternal, and what was that one? Nothing there for that one, but you know, divine, sacred geometry. Message from the Creator, Most High. Hello, I'm here. So these are appearing. This was yesterday in America land. Somebody posted 2 rainbows, but I thought it was freaky because the rainbows ending there in the street. You'd see the end of it. So if there was a crocodile at the end of the rainbow, which it might be, just say, it's there because it just ends there. You see that? Nothing's as it used to be, is it? I've been around here a while, guys, and I'm seeing all sorts of phenomena I've never seen before. In the center of that star fort is this. In that bandstand that I just showed you guys, yeah, is this. Is brass floor star, sort of cover for something. 1754. And it's a star fort, which looks like electrical circuitry, and this looks like it's covering something. Douche. And this is another thing. I'm guessing somebody could have just knocked it up a vial and put this cover on it, just done it in a printer. It seems to have a lot of shit on it. So I think it's probably what they say there is. No evidence for this, but there's an example on Instagram that this shit is real and this shit goes down. Aerostat, check this out for early tech. Okay, so here's a patent from the US of generating electricity using a balloon, which they do. Okay, and here's the tech behind it. Okay, remember there's a shitload of electrostatic charge and tapped amounts really trapped in the ether, as Tesla told us, or for our use. Okay, grid heater, air dampener, wind blower, electric motors, down there, electric power cable, and it runs nice little generators on the balloon. Aerostat tech using balloons. Why are they doing it now? So there he is, Ezekiel's vision, Ezekiel's dream, okay, of the other realms, and he's seeing these wheels within wheels, didn't he? So could they have been cogs within cogs, the mechanism, the Phoenician locking system we're talking about? The screeching and the whirling noises that people hear out of the ether, like the dome is moving, the whole thing is moving. So somatic frequencies, human vowel sounds. Somatic frequencies of human cell DNA. Piano notes. Church somatic windows frequencies. Look a winky dink and rose windows from churches and cathedrals. We're not exactly getting it wrong, are we? It's just mind blowing, isn't it, guys? The most mind blowing thing. So there you are, just to show you the space stupidness. You just want to stop thinking about that. It's just trying to detract your brain, just so you're thinking fucking bullshit. So yeah, there's the Virgin plane on the way down. Oh, fuck me, even give them the ovaries. Let's not miss anything out, shall we? And there's Ezos's blue organ, blue origin. It's even got the bell ends. Nice touch, nice touch. It's got all of it basically. Okay, so yeah, the centre of the Virgin and the centre, those are P9. I have more images, but I'm going to come back for a minute because basically time's going on. Okay, absolutely fantastic. 600 of you watching on a Wednesday night, absolutely fantastic. Make sure to come back on the weekend and you can learn something about your reality and to connect a lot of dots and make a fucking ton of sense of what is exactly happening, especially with the sea thing that's going on and all of it. A lot of pennies are going to drop. It's an amazing thing, I must say. So, as I said with the message in the beginning, have faith. Okay, have faith that all is going to be okay. Okay, don't be scared and be feared of their threats and all of their bullshit. Okay, because that's all they're doing. It's threatening and bullying everyone. Like your craziness. The government are your crazy narcissistic relative. You can't escape until they die. Does that make sense? Okay. So, anyway, I'll be back on Friday. I'm going to wrap this up now shortly. We're coming to 2 hours. So, remember, we got the epic Flat Earth Convention or conference, excuse me, coming up on the 10th of September in Birmingham at the E57 Club. Okay, make sure get there nice and early because I will be. Okay, and you can expect to see me being MC. Okay, so we're going to have fun, comedy, and we're going to have basically, I'm having a do. Martin's having a do. You ever been to one of my do's? There you go. You will have. You haven't lived to be one of my do's. So I'm hoping it's going to be the best moment for anyone's lives. That's what it will be for me. Dave Murphy. Okay, legendary Dave. Fantastic Dave. Paul Cookage. Sure all of you are watching him by now. Jada, who is Future of the Past. You're watching her? Of course you are. She's one of the crew. She's going to be presenting as well. It's all very exciting, isn't it? And DJ Mac Devlin, the famous, used to be with famous radio station DJ, okay, who's going to be laying down them tunes for us, like that. And he's going to be doing a talk on music truth. So that'll be when they're doing your one eye devil things and all that evil shit that they do in the music industry. Bath. Okay. So that's all happening, and it's all getting very exciting. I've got a crew coming to help me, the FEB posse. What do you got to do if you don't want to miss this? Like, get in early and get your skates on. Okay, because these are selling out like fucking hotcakes. These are selling out like hash cakes at Glastonbury. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to shoot off, guys. Now, then I'll present on the weekend because I got to get on and I'm getting a bit tired and I got to get so much going on. Okay, check my emails. So let me give you all a big shout. Don't go. So knowledge, comedy, dancing, buffet. Yeah, we're laying on some munch. So if you are a vegan, don't know that. We just sorted some vegan food out for you today. Our chef is fantastic guy. All of these people have been really accommodating for, basically they are truth people anyway, more or less, because this place does truth juice. So they know about truth. Okay, loads of people have played this venue, the likes of Santos Bonacci, Max Egan, myself. I did it last year, and just before me, Matt Devlin did a show as well. So it's a really good venue I've been looking for. That's why I chose it. So, Girl from Anatolia, Hippie Shake Sweetness, Capalocious, Solidus. I see you commenting a lot. Nice to see you around. Thank you for your comments. Dave Knuckles, my epic brother. Tori Victoria, funny how you say Tuggum. What did I say? I'm Welsh, innit? You can get by in the city of Cardiff with 3 words your entire life and everything will just go along swimmingly. Okay. Do you know what I mean? Like an innie. No, do you know what I mean? Like is one word. Do you know what I mean? Like an innie. Do you know what I mean? Like innie. Whole life. Yeah. What's that mean? What's that, Matt? Do you know what I mean? Like, So, Glenn Sketches, who's from Aussie Lands. I hope you're all right down there, bruv. I don't like what's going on down there. I'm having some fucking messages in. It's like, God. Isabella, you lovely Jenkins. Want to be in one of your do's? Listen, none of you are going to miss anything, okay? I'll be walking around Jenkins. I will be on my mobile phonage on my thingy, selfie stick. And you will be in chat, and I'll be talking to you, and you will be there with all the peeps. So you won't miss anything. And more. Just rest assured. Brian, Brian, Alva Billy, Mike James is here as well. Gian's good to see you. Lovely bunches too. Gary, Harden. Don't complain. Grateful. It's crummy. I don't even know why, because everything's just supposed to be all right. Dragon Sage, Bloomby Midge, Rosemary, good to see you. Kathleen. George, hi George. Julie, Stacy, Leslie, Artie, Lee, Kathleen. Oh, that one I didn't even have to add to. Joy E, Tori, that one. Lovely stuff. Thank you, my James. Yeah, come back on the weekend, guys, for the next Brain Magic all of this Flatearthbritish journey. Things are going to be mental around here, okay? Your head's going to be spinning with it all. I'll think good to see you. Because that just seems to be the way things go down on Flatearthbritish. Yeah, deep end troops, fucking brilliant. Redneck Rebel, good to see you, my Redneck Rebel. With the rebel yell, she cries more. JM, good to see you. Son of Overlook, good to see you. Squizzle Sniper, it's only the scene with the Vax. Don't even fucking worry about it. Don't even think about it. Think about parties. We're having a good time. For now, okay? Get the most of it. Live in the now. I'm always stuck in the moment. Don't even worry about it. Dan MC, good to see you. Simon Sher, S-Coop, hey, Lovey. So make sure to share this up, guys, please. Because YouTube are just shit. I'm sharing truth. For me, anyway. Paul Steele, good to see you. And very appreciative, thank you. Mike James, good to see you. Knob ship. I didn't think of the knob ship. Yeah. That's good. So a lot of wows in here, I can see. Be a lot more wows on the weekend. And a lot more dots connected for you all, okay, guys? Every time one of these codes is broken, feel the change with it all. Joe Mama, much love, Joe Mama. Never seen you there. Ryan Ayrton, good to see you. Glasses here. 3 fingers, much love. Anyone I've missed, I do apologise. Liddy, if you are lurking now, there's 500 of you watching. Make sure. Say something in chat and I'll see. Later alligator. The wild crocodile. Okay. Denise, good to see you. JJ's there. Ooh, hi JJ. Okay. I know you're lovely people. So that was fun, wasn't it? Yeah, thumbs me up as well. Okay, double thumbs up would be great if you could do that. Okay, double flat thumbs. A flat thumbs for a thumbs up. So Daniel Pollock's here. Lurker's a modern welder. You don't have to join. I know a lot of people like is like, oh, I don't know, I'm shy, I don't want to talk and all that, but that's cool, whatever. Oh, we're just easy here. Dr. Bass, see you. Oh, tweeze that meter. Good meter and all man. RCL. And good to see you, RCL. And that's me up with Steam. Okay, I'm going to be back on the weekend, guys. Oh, Lurker, innit? Yeah, Jake would totally nice one. Platforms as well. Paul Jones as well. So yeah, the excitement builds and the weekends to come and everything's tipper-riding. So platforms all have an epic rest of the evening, the rest of the day. So thank you, Lucy, Storm, Lucy, and everyone who's commented, everyone who joins the Epic Flatearthbritish think tank, everyone who sent juice and information, and the whole thing, make the whole thing work and bring your love and your vibration. There's Karen Dirt, we've seen you. Oh, well, I am an apologizer and terrible like that. Don't worry, a bit of a wuss sometimes. Anyway, not really though, I'm double ad bastard. I'm like James Cagney in, you know, Never Take Your Life, Copper. Brilliant, James Cagney. Squirrel Sniper. Yeah, okay then. I'm going to fuck off. Be good. Don't do anything I wouldn't do and have a great rest of the day. Keep that vibration up, right? And the message at the beginning of this vlog, oh, keeping the faith, okay, not feeling any fear or anxiety or anything that they might be gaslighting you about, because then they won't. Didn't you see? Just not take no notice. Epic amounts of not giving a fuckness. Okay, not well, it might come for me later. They might, but like live for now. That's all the more reason. Can't you see? Right? Clever. I know. I've been telling you all for years, guys. Stephen Campbell, Murray. I'll tell you a bit more to Rebecca about it all. Yeah. Anyway, I gotta get going. Peace and love to you all, guys. Remember to share this out, like and everything else to do on YouTube. Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Peace and love to you all. Good. Thank you for coming. Yeah.